This episode brought to you by Riot Wick.
Oh, we already recording? We going?
We've been going, bitch.
I didn't know.
You ready? You ready?
One second.
Wait, 3, 2, 1, click. It's been a while.
We do 1, 2, 3, click.
1, 2, 3, click.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice.
This is what's going to happen to me later.
We had to light a candle from Riot Wick because
Shout out to the boy Spee.
this is Sad Ones. Is that going? Damn it. See? Kurt's not here and we're fucking it all up. No, you're good. This is the last episode in the studio. So,
Yeah, I was actually going to ask
End
if
of-
if I could bring that up on pod.
yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
So
This is kind of like a
end of an era kind
end
of
of
thing.
an era, actually an end of an era.
I'm usually like the first and last guest every time you move spots.
It's because we're always in a hurry. And it's like, Justin, get
Fuck.
down here.
You live 5 minutes away.
Eat a
Can
bunch
you
of sushi. Make yourself.
make yourself sick. Oh, yeah.
So we've been having this idea for a while to do
Yeah.
Sad Ones.
And yes, I originally said 100, and then before pod, just for
Right.
full mental clarity, 100 would probably put me in the hospital now. So we settled on 70, which is still a lot.
Right. So I'm going to ask you every 10 sushis, I'm going to ask you
A question.
a sad question. That's kind of where we're at.
Okay. Yeah, and normally I know what's going on here. I have no idea what's going on
Okay.
here.
Well, that's good. And then after, we're going to pack this place up, and it's going to be crazy emotional. And off the top, I'd like to thank the hosts of this home for letting us be here for so long.
Right above us.
They're the best, and thank you for everything. This has been one wild-ass ride so far, and it's just going to continue that way. I do want to say that we are going to start doing on-location pods. That's kind of the thing for now. We're not trying to get like a studio yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're working on some things. If anybody has any spots, we're looking for Little Rock. We have an idea, but it's costly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the only problem we're having.
We'll talk about that off pod.
No, I'll tell you, it's fine. It's just, everything is around $400 or $500 a month, and it's like, well,
That's quite a bit.
I don't have that. So, if somebody wants to
Sponsor that.
or has like a garage or something, totally down. I'll do pods in the cold, and I have a space heater.
You do.
But a lot of memories made in these four walls. A lot of great memories made in these four. A lot of cool stories told. A lot of hilarious stories told. Some of my favorite stories I've ever heard in my life.
Right here in this
Right
room.
here in this room. So, thanks everybody. Sorry to start it off sad, but I feel like it's just going to keep going.
Hey, let's do it.
All right. So, should we start with one and then you eat some, or should we?
Get a feel for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, notably, Justin is a depressed person. Usually, sometimes he gets in his feelings. We've known each other a long time,
We have.
so a lot of these are going to revolve around death,
Okay.
just because that's the thing that we can all kind of
Meet up on
share
yeah,
in,
for sure. Yeah, of
because
course.
we all kind of take it the same way usually. Really,
Go ahead and do my first dip.
there you go. If you're gonna cry, Sam, just let it out, okay, bud? I know you're a hard ass, but I'm not anymore. That's two. Well, how many do we have? 70? 70 fucking.
So 7, and then ask a question.
No, we're doing 10. I called out the ones I didn't like, so we have 7 questions.
Oh, okay.
Every 10.
Okay.
And I hope I called out the right ones because some of these are pretty fucked up.
4.
I don't think people understand our friendship. I think some of these might seem
Struck a
offensive.
nerve.
But, damn, dude, you are chowing down. Hey, this episode's going to be all over the fucking place, too. I know it's like the worst rule to eat and then
Talk.
talk, but who gives a fuck? We've done 200
Wait, no,
plus
we're
of
doing,
these.
you said 10.
10. Is that 7? Damn. Look at your chopstick etiquette, too. Look at you. Car wreck can't keep this man from chopsticking. No, sir. No amount of metal and phalange issues.
This, I learned chopstick etiquette from one of the chefs at Sekisui when it was over where Black Eyed Peas used to be.
Yeah.
On Shackleford. My first experience was with a fuck ton of wasabi that my brother tricked me into eating. Like, they give you like a clump like that big. He was like, oh, it's like horseradish, but it's a little more bland.
Yeah.
And he was like, you got to eat the whole thing because you can't really taste it.
Right. Except that's a lie.
I was like probably 13 or 14. Yeah. My brother and I used to go to Little Rock every weekend, go watch a movie, go to Best Buy, have sushi. That was like our thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he tricked me. Luckily, I was sick. So at first I couldn't taste it. I was like, hey, this is nothing. Then immediately my nose just starts uncontrollably running. My eyes are burning. I'm like, what the fuck?
Is it Tomater?
Yeah.
Remember that scene
Yeah.
in Cars? What is it, Cars 3 or whatever, when they go to Japan?
Yeah, it's almost just like that. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? My brother's just laughing.
Live in it.
He's like, and then I come back, and then I think I'd got like tempura or something. And my brother's like, do you actually want to try some sushi now? I said, yes. He was like, okay. He's like, I'm not sure how to hold the chopsticks because I usually do it with my hands. And the chef goes, okay, it's like this. And he showed me, and I was like, okay, got it. Question 1.
Okay. These are really dark. I don't know if I may have.
You think you may have called the wrong ones?
I got to do it. Okay.
I mean, hit me with the hardest one first.
Well, there's some
dark ones.
There's some ones in here. I mean, I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about some of them.
Okay.
All right. We'll start with Dustin.
Okay. All right. Immediate low blow.
Yeah. So some of these aren't as bad, I feel. Maybe I should start on a different.
No, go ahead, man.
Okay, this.
I'm going to take my beanie off.
Okay. I got the last one, I think. I think the last one's lighthearted, but in a good way.
Better, a better one to end
It's
on.
sad, but it's not like too sad. It's just
Yeah.
like reflective more.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Dustin, our good old friend,
Yeah.
who took his own life. You were there and didn't know it, right?
I was at your house
Right. When they found him.
when they found him.
But you went home.
But no, I know. I was in the time frame that I was told that it happened. I was home.
You were home.
I was home.
And he was there.
He was there. Door locked.
What's that like?
Like reflecting on it.
It just when you figured that out.
Oh,
in that moment.
Told
you these are fucked. Sorry.
No, I'm trying to just like walk myself through it. So I was out at your house getting my hair dyed by Kaylee, and then my roommate Natalie, also rest in peace.
Yeah.
She passed during COVID. She called me and was just like, "He's fucking gone, dude." Like, you weren't home yet.
No, I wasn't even home.
No, you were still at work. All I kept hearing for about 3 or 4 minutes straight was just, "He's gone. He's fucking gone, bro." And I'm like,
she couldn't get it out.
No, she couldn't get it out. I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she just basically said, she was like, "Dustin's gone." I was like, "Oh, like he left the house or
Right.
And she was like, "No." She's like, "Justin," she was like, "I don't think you get it." She was like, "Dustin hung himself in his room and the cops are here and they're asking me and Gary a bunch of questions. No one else is here." Fuck. And I was like, "Do I need to leave you?" She was like, "No." She's like, "You don't need to be here.
Don't come here." Yeah.
She's like, "I'm so sorry that I'm having to like call you and tell you," but she's like, "I'm calling everybody."
It's the worst to be that
Yeah.
person that has to break the news.
Yeah. And then, I mean, even before you showed up, I called my mom. I called my boss. I called McCall. Cindy, Bryce's wife,
Right, Cindy,
called
yeah.
me because we had a friend that used to come over to the house when Bryce was there named Carson. Her and Carson were close. And Carson drove by, saw the police line doing
Crazy
a
how
cross.
fast news can just travel around.
Oh, this
like
is probably within like 15 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. And somebody's already calling and checking on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's when it first kind of hit me. Where I felt like that first wave of like, oh, this is like a real thing.
That we were tingling.
Yeah. And she was like super concerned. And she was like, well, she's like, oh, I thought it either had to be you or Dustin because I don't know anybody else that lives there. And I was like, no, I'm out at Kaylee's getting my hair dyed. And she was like, well, where's Dustin? And I couldn't say anything for like 3 minutes. And she was like, Justin, she's like, I need you to answer me. Where's Dustin? I was like, he's gone, according to Natalie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. That sucks for a first question.
Sorry, buddy.
No, that. I mean, are they going to get worse?
Some, maybe.
Okay.
That one's up there.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't. it sucks to have to be that person, but sometimes I feel like you should be that person, you know?
Yeah.
Like, as I get older, the more I'm like,
let me shoulder that.
Somebody needs to hear this from me, not
hear it from another party.
Or the worst is like on Facebook or something.
Yeah, finding out something really bad on social media, like, well, if you find it out on social media, I don't think that's necessarily
like
the
if it's
wrong
days later, you didn't know him that well anyway, that's fine. But when it's like
an hour
3
after it
hours,
happened,
don't put it on the fucking internet, guys.
and I get it.
It's a way to reach more people at one time, but it's not. Some people shouldn't find out that their like friend passed away within the hour on a fucking post.
Yeah,
because it's just not good.
Yeah, it's hard too because.
But did that ever weigh on you? Like, I was there, he was there at the same time.
Oh yeah. To finish that question, absolutely. Because I mean, I went back to the house later that night.
Oh, you and Todd said it was just super heavy.
Yeah, like we went in the room. The room was open at that point.
Right.
I mean, Jimmy, his dog, was in the room. He'd been left alone.
God.
So, like, I mean,
That's brutal.
But he was like laying on his bed.
Yeah.
So
R.I.P. Jimmy.
Yeah. No, he's
I
still
thought
alive.
he died.
No.
Oh.
No.
Praise the Lord. I thought he passed away.
No. Jimmy Lightning lives with so Dustin's mom's friend Michelle, who bought a vinyl, been supporting the band.
Awesome. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I think Jimmy lives with her son or like her nephew or something like
passed
that.
away for some reason.
No.
I thought I was told he
No,
died.
none of us could take him. We didn't have anyone.
Right, I knew that. I did, but I thought he like lived with someone and then passed away.
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay, cool.
No, last I checked, Jimmy's still very healthy.
Not so sad ones.
No,
There's a
exactly.
silver lining.
There is a silver light, but yeah, very heavy. All right, let's get 10 more of these now. It's so much easier to digest on a full stomach when you're sad.
That's right.
There's emotional eating, so I can turn this pain into something good.
Into calories.
What kind of sauce is that?
So this sauce is
That's a ginger sauce, right?
ginger sauce with pickled ginger and wasabi that came from the place
Where'd you get these from?
Ninja Bar and Grill over on Cantrell behind over by Izzy's.
Okay. Never heard of it. Is that like your spot?
No,
No.
We usually order from.
He's like, God, no. This is terrible.
No, this is good. The idea was when I was talking to Carrie was she was like, not that it's bad, but she was like, don't get Kroger sushi.
It's too big. It's like this. You'd have like...
So my choice of sushi was smart.
Yeah.
That's what she said when I dumped it all in the thing.
Oh,
she
you're
was
playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kroger would have been... I mean, those are like... Yeah, because Kaylee eats the Kroger sushi. Those are like a big, thick...
They're big. Same with Fresh Market.
Fresh Market, yeah.
I mean, the quality of this is still pretty high.
Is it?
Probably give them like an 8.
I can't smell it. Thanks to our friends at Right Wit Candle Co.
That's right.
This is a 90s kid, and if you are over 35, it will send you on a complete time transportation back to your childhood. It's my favorite candle ever made, and I'm not just saying that because my friend makes them.
No, it's
legit bad the fuck ass. It smells incredible.
We still have a couple of wax cubes that he gave
We
us.
burned one. Yeah, the wax cubes last forever too. We burned one in our house, and we have a dog, big dog. So you know, our house has like a dog smell. But we came home hours and hours and hours later, and it still was like smelled like that candle.
Okay.
Was that 10?
That's 10.
Damn, bro. And you thought this was gonna be hard. We should have did the full hundy.
Well, we're also spacing out. Actually, so my order, it almost didn't come with enough. Normally when I order, it's 8 per order. It was only 6 per order.
What do you mean? I don't order sushi.
8 rolls per order.
Oh.
Normally, this was only 6.
Okay, so you had
But-
to order another one.
No.
Another one.
No. There's like a small handful. There's probably like 8 at home.
Oh, you brought some from home.
No. This was. There's 8 left over.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Carrie's gonna eat those for lunch.
Yes.
So
You get 70, she gets 8.
that's about as much as she can eat.
Yeah. That's how it works in my house, too. Yeah. Oh, you want 2 tacos? Do I look like I want 2 tacos? I want as many as you're not having.
Should I
tacos.
just have 2 tacos? Yes.
Well, that's what the... Yeah.
Am I
should
going
only
to?
have-
No.
No. I'm going to eat till I cry. Right now. All right.
Question 2.
This one's a little softer, I feel like. We're a little older, so we've both lost a number of people. Me more than you, but you're up there now.
I'm getting up there,
Yeah. Who do you miss the most?
Out of all the people I've lost,
Yeah.
my dad,
Hands
easily.
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew the answer, but I was already.
I miss Dustin a lot. There's a lot that I wish Dustin was just like, he didn't have to be directly involved, but that he was just around for.
yeah.
I think that probably goes for you. That probably goes for Todd. Maybe even I don't think John ever met him.
No. I mean,
And Cody knew him for a little bit.
well, we had like that whole like synergy thing.
Yeah.
So that's a little different.
Yeah,
Like,
the three of
when
them.
cool music moments happen, we're kind of like.
I mean, the three of us knew him for 10 plus years.
I mean, I knew him.
Longer. You knew him longer than me and Todd.
Oh yeah, I've known him. I can't even remember. I don't even remember. It's been a long time.
I feel like honestly, out of all the people that I know, probably you and John Salzer. John Salzer saw their first show at Vino's.
Right, and I saw one of their first
shows ever, yeah.
So, been a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, your dad. I knew that was.
Yeah,
coming.
easily my dad. And to also kind of in the same token with Dustin, it's like there's just stuff that I wish he was just
Like
around.
I miss
for.
my grandparents and things like that, but I don't have that urge to be like
Ask them a question or anything.
dude, my dad's been dead for coming up 5 years in April.
Yeah.
And it's like, I still will have a moment and be like, I cannot fucking wait. And
To
like,
tell your dad.
And it won't even like click in my mind.
Until much later, yeah.
And then I'll go, oh yeah, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit's
I mean, as I said,
stupid.
we just hit a year with Dad. There's no, I don't find myself getting like depressed or sad about it that much.
It's not depression.
It's
It's not even sadness.
You just miss him.
It's a lull.
Yeah.
It's like there's not a word. English doesn't have a word because we're a descriptive language. Like we have to describe everything.
Yeah.
We don't have like a word. Like even sullen, it's not really sullen. It's like a whole mix of things. But it's kind of like, and it happens like.
Well, it's like a reflexive memory. Like,
Yeah.
It's like.
Some people you'll see a movie or a TV show like a preview.
Yes,
like,
that's
would love that.
exactly
Love
it.
that.
Dude,
And you
I
have to
will
remind
be in the
yourself.
store flipping through T-shirts and see something, and it will just, and you'll just sit there and you'll go, "Damn."
Yeah.
And you'll do one of these to push the tear back in your eye, and just kind of be like,
Yeah.
"Okay," and then just move on from.
I mean, for the
it's
first,
the wildest shit.
I mean, for the first year, I did pretty good, and then maybe about like 2 or 3 months ago. So I mean, Dad would have been November. Maybe this was like in the summer. Maybe it was like right after we got back from Chicago. So like July.
yeah.
Me and Carrie are just chilling at home, and with no provocation, she just goes, "I miss your dad."
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, man!
Yeah.
Now I gotta miss my dad." I mean, granted, we can miss him together,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
just like her saying that. Like, I mean, my wife loves my parents, but she loved my dad.
I mean, same.
Yeah.
You know, Kaylee and my dad's relationship was
They,
like,
they were best friends,
dude,
legitimately.
maybe better than we were.
Yeah.
And my dad was my best friend.
That's wild.
No offense, but
no, that's fine. Yeah. That's wild.
it's
though.
like I'll just be looking at her sometimes and I'll just break down crying because we both there's more to all this than what meets the eye, but we'll just be looking at each other and I'll just start fucking tearing up, and so shall we, and
You
no
just
one
know.
has said nothing.
No, you
It's
just
the
know.
wildest shit, bro. It is the damn, that's weird, deep. God damn, this is sad ones. I'm gonna miss this place.
I'm gonna interject before he gets the third question ready, and I eat more sushi. If
you
y'all
go.
didn't notice that Corey shaved his mustache, that makes me
did.
sad.
But I also was going to shave it here on pod. I have to explain myself. But it got to, I couldn't sleep. I don't know how you live with hair on your goddamn face. It's the worst feeling in the world. I don't know how you ignore it. I don't know how you get away with it. It's pure evil. I don't know. I don't have the... I had to shave it. I had to. It was so fucking annoying. And the dry skin, you know? Like there was like dry skin.
All the stuff that's underneath.
God, what a waste. But yes, I only grew it out because you said it in a comment. I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then I did it and I was like, oh yeah, I hate this.
And
So-
every person that came on the pod or you talked to said, "I really like that mustache."
Yeah, and I would go, fucking Justin. Literally, actually. I would say it's Justin's fault. And they were like, what do you mean?
You said it at the harm reduction show.
Oh,
to
yeah.
everyone that came up, they're like, "Oh, dude, I haven't seen you in so long. That's a badass mustache." And you're like, "It's Justin's fault."
Like, I don't think so, but okay. Also, the joke I wrote about it doesn't really work now.
Oh no, you had to get rid of a joke?
I did. Well, I don't have to. I could just grow back out. We don't know when Comedy Days. That took like 3-4 months to grow that. It was still terrible.
Okay.
Is that 10? God, dude.
I actually think I might have eaten more on that second run. I might not have 10 whenever we get to the last question.
Whatever.
It's still 70 pieces of sushi. What do you want?
Okay, here, let's go. We already talked about our dads. I have one on here. All right.
I'm sorry.
We already kind of did. I said, what do you miss most about your dad?
What do I miss?
And I have a follow-up.
Okay. I thought about this before I came over here.
You knew this was going to be a question.
I had a feeling, yeah.
And it can be anything.
Of course. I really miss... So it's kind of a two-parter.
Sure.
One's maybe a little... To me, it may not seem as important. So like the thing that is less important is his... To me, like the lessons that he taught me, because I was a person like if I fucked up, he was super harsh on me for like 10 minutes, and then it's okay. Now that I've like got my anger out and I'm not pissed anymore, it's like how do we resolve and move on from it? And we would actually talk it out.
That's huge.
A great example is when I dropped out of college. Before I dropped out of college.
Before they knew you dropped out of college?
Before they knew I dropped out. Well, no, I dropped out after they knew, but I was going with Salzer up to Mountain Home.
Yeah.
And I had to pick him up in Little Rock, and then we were going to go to Mountain Home, do some Medic Red shows, something like that, or whatever we did up there. I know. I'm just kidding. But I basically had skipped class. I had gone to Conway, but I just went to Little Rock from Conway to like throw everybody off. And my dad called me, and he was like, "We know you're on the way to Little Rock. We know that you're going to Mountain Home. It's just why aren't you just being honest?" And he's like, "How much class have you missed?" I was like, "Quite a bit." Yeah. And he was like, "Okay." He's like, "Well," he's like, "You go do your thing this weekend. When you come back, me, and Mom are gonna have a talk." I was like, "All right, cool."
Fuck. And you're
yeah.
What sucks is you're like 19, 20, and you're like, fuck.
Oh yeah, that whole weekend I was just like, everybody be like, "You seem a little distracted." I was like, "I just got some shit going on."
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, "I'm about to get my fucking ass chewed out."
As an adult, my dad's gonna beat me.
So we get back home, and then the three of us are having a discussion outside. Like they're waiting on me.
Oh,
they're in chairs.
The worst, dude.
They're in the old patio chairs outside before we did before we redid the back
patio, yeah.
when everything was still the back hill. They just got chairs. They got a third one kicked up right in front of them. And I get out of the car. Didn't make any money. We never made any money on those shows. So like
Right.
So Dad, out of his pocket, throws me, like he doesn't smoke. He throws me a pack of.
You're gonna need this.
Yeah, he's like, "You're gonna need these."
Damn, bro.
Yeah. So we just go on a thing about being honest and lying and what was going on in my life and how I basically was just like, I'm not getting anything out of going to school.
Right.
Because I wasn't. I
Well,
was like,
also, tell people what you were going to school for. I don't think they know.
geography.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He was going to be like maps or something, right?
No, I failed cartography 4 times.
That's
We were having to use the GIS system in my brain. It just would not
just
click.
couldn't. Hey, I got shit like that.
It's like some people are builders and can't do AutoCAD
Right.
and all that stuff, but they're
I
still
can build a whole house. I couldn't tell you how to use AutoCAD.
exactly. That's the thing is I knew all the other pertinent data. I knew that, but when it came to put it in that system,
But those systems suck. I
don't-
need that.
I don't
can
disagree.
draw it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyway, yeah, long 2-3 hour conversation blaze through that pack of smokes.
Oh, yeah.
On my end because I'm just chain smoking, lighting them up, and even at one point, like between yelling at me and crying, Mom was like, "Will you please stop?" And Dad was like, "Trust me, this is gonna get worse." and then so she got up and said, "I can't." She's like, "I can't have this conversation anymore." She's like, "Jerry, finish up." And so I was like, I'm about to die. And so
She's like, finish up, pulls out a tarp.
hands Dad a machete. It's like you know what to do.
For boy to death.
For 15 minutes, dead straight, no, just complete silence. This is Dad.
Oh, the worst. That's worse than yelling, bro.
Oh yeah, and he's like he never broke eye
Because
contact.
you know what it's all in your head.
Yep.
Everything he's ever said to you is already up there.
Oh yeah, and then And then basically just it came down to he was like, I've never set foot in a college, so I don't know what you're going through. And he was just like, if you
That's
don't,
honest though.
yeah, he was like, if you don't feel like you want to do school, he was like, I'm not going to stop you. He's like, but that's a conversation you and your mom need to finish. He was like, I'm not mad that you're not going to school. He's like, you're smart enough to go to school, but he's like, if school's not for you, school's not for you.
It's not for everybody.
He was like,
And cartography's stupid.
yeah, he was just like, just don't lie.
Right. That's the problem.
He's like, just don't
Yeah,
lie.
just don't lie.
He's like, this all could have been avoided if
I feel him there.
He's
Just
like,
the truth will set you free, man.
yeah, he was like, when I called you, he's like, I called you like 2 weeks asking if you were in class. He's like, I knew you were not there.
They know everything.
They know everything. This is before they didn't even have GPS tracking on my phone.
So much stupider than
Yeah.
you think.
Oh God, I'm dumb. I'm
It's
very
so
dumb.
crazy how much your parents. Dude, my dad cued into things like later in life. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Come on, dude. You think I didn't know?
Yeah.
Like, you're so stupid."
Yeah. But
And I was pretty fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
you were.
and he didn't. That's one thing about my dad. It's never really cared.
So to continue in that question, the thing I actually miss most is his laugh. The
At
you
least
can
some
hear
of
it.
It's on video. I can't hear.
You can hear it. You can hear it in your head. You can hear my dad's laugh right now. It's because it was just, especially when if you got him tickled, it was.
Yeah.
And just the build up, goofy.
Your dad had a special connection between you as well, because I would say things and I would give Jerry the side eye, and he'd just be like, he does that shoulder shake
where he
laugh.
doesn't laugh out loud. Yep, that's when you know you fucking got him.
That's probably what I miss the most.
I remember at your wedding.
Oh yeah.
When I was trying.
Hold on. I gotta do my follow up.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, that's one.
So you kind of alluded to some of this one, but what's one thing that he did that annoyed you the most, and you wish you had told him?
Just the way he talked to mom sometimes.
Sure.
Just whenever they got into arguments, he would. It is something that I have found myself doing to my wife.
Yep.
And then when Carrie calls me out on it, I am like, fuck. Like it's the thing that I didn't like most about my dad.
It's always like that, right?
I do.
It's so crazy.
And then it takes someone else to point it out.
But then you work on it.
Yeah.
And it's not hard. It's hard, dude, because you're talking about something that's been built into you your
For
whole
30-something.
life.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So it's like you're trying to combat your DNA at that point.
Yeah, unlearning negative traits about you in your life are fucking hard.
Boy, I'm the king of that. I got so many, but I was a hellion, so a little different.
I think you had to have life beat it out of you a little bit
Little
before it was other stuff.
We'll get there. I feel the same way. My favorite thing about I'll kind of go on it. My favorite about my dad was his ability to explain the world. Like, this is the way things are. Look at this. He had this crazy ability to look outside the bullshit
and just like
and
microscope
see everything.
Yeah,
and have and put answers to stuff. And you like some of the conversations are just like, man, like life-changing conversations where he can just break things down and show you, well, they're saying this and this is, look at this, and you're just like, well, fuck, that's crazy.
That is a regret that I do have, is that I never had like ultra deep conversations with your dad.
Dude, he was a wealth of knowledge. I mean,
not that like every conversation Bruce and I had were like surface level at all.
Yeah.
But just like, I think maybe once or twice we've
like
had,
sitting out back on a patio, really getting into
getting
weeds.
into some shit. I think there's only been like one or two times.
He was very good at that.
Yeah. I did that, but even after he's gone, like that makes sense.
But
that's just how he was, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was like, he did psychedelics, he did all this. He was a very introspective and like world perspective kind of guy.
Yeah,
he had a.
He was also very selfless.
The most.
I think that's the thing that doesn't get brought up.
He got that from his grandma, my great grandmother.
Yeah,
she was a saint.
Yeah,
in every literal sense of the fucking word, like crazy. Yeah, and I'm not just saying it because she was my grandma or whatever.
But, yeah, of course.
But like, dude, like true saint level shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, his mom was pretty fucking rad too, but she definitely had some. She definitely got mad a couple times, but again, I was kind of a piece of shit.
Are we gonna get into that?
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, do it.
All right. So that was one for that run. That was a good question. That one didn't make me sad. It makes me more.
It's just like some of these are sad as retrospective or whatever.
Yeah, like I feel more reflective more than anything.
That's the word. They're more reflective sad. You got any dead parents, Sam?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No. Working on it.
We're gonna.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
All right.
That is 5.
All right, we can do this one next. Dude, you are crushing this. We should have did.
100.
I feel like you easily could have done 100. Are you even close to full?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
but
I don't know because I just see it disappearing at such a rate that.
Now here's a question though: could you have done 70 things of sushi and then 30 nuggets right after?
Oh well, he was worried about the sushi, and then last night I was like trying to come up with suggestions. I was like, what about cookies? Because like 100 cookies, I feel like that's like 2 things of chocolate chips, Chunks Ahoy or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's not that bad, and it's like
Wait, we're
it'd be
on-
like $8.
we're on question 4, right? Or question 5.
I think. I think we're on 5. This will be the 5th question.
Okay. So I got 5th. No. Wait.
Carry the 2. Just for 5.
Just for pie. Piece of pie.
Okay. So after this one, I have 30 more.
Okay.
Jesus.
So this is 4th question.
Yeah, because I'm eating, then you're asking questions.
Oh, right. Okay.
Also, the space in between helps me digest a little
but
bit.
that makes you more full though, because your brain has that mechanism that like.
But also the water mixed with the rice.
Right. Ooh, the swelling. I didn't even think about that. So I asked you if you wanted like a soda or something.
Hey.
No, that shit is awful.
What? That shit over there?
It's unopened, but it's Save a Brand.
Always say,
always say brand?
Cola.
Price.
Hey, shout out to Big Star on in Perryville. That was the less than store brand.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
I feel like that question is almost the same as the other question. Anyway. All right. So you've had your fair share of accidents, right? A little too many, some would say.
Yeah.
I.e. your friends and family. But one that we're all very aware of, right?
Mm-hmm. The one where I
did a lot
dutied
of-
myself in 4th grade.
Did you really? Did you dookie yourself in
I'm
class?
sure I probably did at some point in school.
I
when
shit
I was
myself on live on the stage. I can't. At a show at Juanita's. I thought you've heard this story, surely.
No.
I've said it on the pod a few times.
Yeah, this is a very old story.
Juanita's playing with Annabelle. She fucking up on stage, couldn't hold it, dude. Got a little duty in my pants. Straight
Juanita's?
diarrhea in my underwear.
Oh no, I can say
Yeah, old Juanita's because I had to throw the underwear in the trash.
no. That's no. So I can say, as an adult, I shit myself before I think it was maybe not the Rebuild the Stage show, but before a show at Vino's, I was on the way and I shit my pants and I had to throw away my shorts and my underwear, and they were my two favorite pair, like my favorite pair of underwear, my favorite pair of shorts.
That's the worst. Throwing away a favorite pair of clothing is the worst.
I had to. I got back to the apartment and I think I had gear in the car, and Carrie goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I shit myself, and I got to throw these away." And she was like, "Oh no,
Oh no.
She was just like freaking out just as bad as I was. She was like, "Are you okay?"
Well, now you're an adult. You can just be like, well, I could just wash these.
Yeah.
You don't have to throw them away. I was the same way. If poo touched them, it's
over.
It's ruined forever now.
Yep. Okay, accidents.
All right.
Yeah.
So
The
how
accident.
do we go? Yeah. So we're talking about the accident, the one everyone's familiar with. Changed you mentally, physically, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the thing it changed for the worst? And if there is anything, what is maybe a silver lining that came out of it, like an understanding of something or anything like that?
Sure, absolutely. Biggest thing, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it. I think I've mentioned it to at least all the band guys before, and maybe to a couple people like in person. The biggest thing that I have, and I still deal with it to a lesser degree now, survivor's guilt. Like the shit that I had to go through just to get back to what is considered normal now was very hard. very mentally, obviously physically taxing, relearning how to walk, but
Yeah, you went through it.
a lot of times, especially like the first couple months, when I was still living at home with mom and dad, and like
And they're having to like help you.
yeah, like where I couldn't do anything,
Like bathroom even. Like, yeah. I get it.
yeah, a lot of like, especially even when I was in the hospital, a lot
Should've
of just
just died
should
kinda thoughts.
have just fucking died. Like, what's the point? I mean, and the silver lining that really pushed me to get truly better was, I mean, music's obviously a very driving force,
Sure.
but the thing that, and to her it was a completely just innocuous comment. I think you probably know. I know I've said this a couple of times, but I was in the hospital before I got moved to Baptist in North Little Rock, and Carrie was my one visitor for the day. She's reading a book or knitting or something, and we were watching TV. And with the only good hand I had basically was this. You know, I paused muted the TV, and I just looked over at Carrie, and I was like, "You can go." I was like, "You can leave," and she was like, "But visiting hours aren't over yet."
Right.
I was like, no. I was like, you can leave me if this is too much. I was like, this is not easy to go through.
You did tell me about that.
And just literally without missing a beat, she wasn't even looking at me. She goes, "Shut the fuck up."
Right.
And that's like in that moment, I was like, I mean, I'd already thought about marrying her. We had kind of talked about it.
Sure.
I knew, I was like, when I get better,
That's it.
that's it.
Right.
And that's like,
awesome.
and I was just like, I have to get better for her.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah. There's a huge motive. I mean, all the physical, all that stuff, if it happened again and Carrie was still there, I would push myself just as hard.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like all the other stuff that I do in my life is cool. It's great. But that is what pushed me to get better. And not only that, but like actually work on myself being a better person. Because before then, especially you and I back in before the pandemic, were willy-nilly freewheeling energy kind of guys.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I noticed a more serious tone in you after I got hurt.
Well, yeah. Yeah. It fucked me up pretty good. Yeah. I was very scared.
Yeah.
I don't usually get scared, but that one scared me. I was like, this can't be happening again. Like, I can't handle it. It's like when I got mad at you that one day.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were sad and you wouldn't tell me.
It was something completely unrelated.
Didn't matter. I wasn't going to let it happen again.
Yeah.
I'll chain your ass to the floor until you feel better.
I mean, that's pretty much what he said. And if the shed were still around, you could see the dent in the door from where you punched it.
Yeah. I was very upset.
That was, he scared.
I was literally like, Justin's the kind of guy that he needs to be, you got to ask him, especially back then. Not so much anymore.
No, I'm pretty open now.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit too
You
much.
have to just understand our friendship and the dynamics and like the way things were back then kind of alludes to it. Like, yes, it might be the wrong way to handle it, but it's the way I'm going to fucking make sure that you're not fucking gone. So
Yeah.
whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Because I wish old fuckface I'd have just sat him in a chair and duct taped his fucking ankles to him and been like, we'll see you in a month.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you out of here.
Like, you'll get fed. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't. He eats like a bird.
Well, and not only
That
that.
time he bought a whole pizza and like he ate like a slice. He's like, I'm pretty full.
Yeah, but he also had a rumination syndrome where he could throw it back up and then eat it again.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
My buddy has that.
trust me. Watching him eat a double cheeseburger from Wendy's and then doing that was like, dude. Like there are a lot of things that he did I just like kind of overlooked as a friend.
You're like that.
That one's like tip top. I was like, that's fucking gross.
It's disgusting.
Man.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
My buddy would just be walking and just be like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. It's a weird one.
Yeah, he'd be in the middle of a conversation and then just hold on
Yeah.
and then do it and then eat it. And DJ was way closer at the time too, but like DJ would just be like, dude, it's like you still do that, and that
one's rough.
Still bothers me.
All right. Did you eat 10 or?
Oh
We're
no.
still on the one question? We are, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, the silver lining was just getting.
This is halfway point, right?
We're a little bit over halfway.
Okay. No, not in time. I don't care about the time. Is it still going?
42 minutes.
2.
Yeah, I don't care how long this one runs. We're just kind of doing it till this is over. Because this is like a weird episode, right?
For sure.
This is not like anything we've done.
I mean, the nugget one's probably close, just because it involves
Well,
food.
I'm just saying, like the fact that this is the last episode here, and the changing of the guard and all those things. Because the next ones, I've got to build like a portable rig, and
Do you have the next one booked?
no,
Cool.
I'm just seating my pants, baby. Just doing it. Yeah, just putting it out the old noggin.
2 more.
2 more?
Mhm.
All right. 2 more. All right. Let's see. That might be a good one.
I feel like I should say don't confess to any crimes.
Oh, no. Of course not.
Listen, we have plenty of crimes to admit to. Well, I do. Justin was a good boy. All right. This one, I think you'll answer it. But, in case you want an out, you can not answer it.
I got to put some of that on a piece of sushi.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Now, if you do answer it, I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. Kind of like penis showing game.
Which
It's just for funsies.
which is also fun because apparently, according to your wife, we have the same dick,
Right.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
insane.
Don't ask how she knows that.
Yeah.
It's better left unsaid.
Was it going to?
No, just truth.
Sam's like, tell me everything.
No, it's
Tell
it's
me
just
more,
truth or dare.
tell me more.
Yeah, it was truth or dare.
Very,
Actually, you know what? It's a pretty simple story. It was
yeah,
truth or dare.
we were playing truth or dare, and I had to flash my dick to another girl that was there, and Kaylee just happened to be there. And when I pulled my pants out, she's like, "You have the same dick as Corey," and she like would not stop laughing about it for like 4 hours, and we were like, "It's not that funny. It's just we just have the
Well,
same
it's
dick."
Kaylee too.
Yeah.
To her,
If she gets caught
if
in
you
a giggle,
sneeze and fart, yeah, it gets out. It's out
if
of
you,
fucking
if you
control.
snort,
Dude, if she farts in public, and then she starts laughing, and she laughs like a fucking hyena, and I'm just like, oh my
yeah. When
God.
Kaylee gets the giggles and you can't stop her, it is a sight.
It's
It is,
infectious almost.
Oh,
Though.
100%. Yeah, you can't help but laugh because then you're like halfway through, you're like, am I supposed to be?
Because it's like pure glee.
Oh,
She has like true glee.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite things about
Also,
her.
she's probably the only person that I can think of that farts worse than I do.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Let me tell you. The other day, never mind. I mean, it was like a fucking fart rampage. Just farting. It was. We had some like, I don't remember what it was, but anyway, it was a lot. Oh, it was K-pot. We had K-pot again. It's like 3 days ago. No, it was yesterday. 2 days ago? Yesterday? What's today?
Sunday.
It was yesterday.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right. Let me phrase it right. I wrote everything down because
I'm scared. I'm legitimately like terrified.
No, don't be terrified. And I think you'll answer it because I think you'll understand the question.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know your options.
Yes, I do.
What do you dislike most about me?
Oh, I can answer that easy.
Okay, cool. Should we make Sam do a hot one shot?
No, just
By the
to-
way, this is 300,000 Scovilles.
Yeah, no, when I saw Heat level 5, I was like,
But
fuck.
I only came up with this question
Yeah.
because you mentioned it
Yeah,
at practice the other day, and
Mm-hmm.
it dinged a light bulb in my head. I was like, I'm gonna do
something real difficult.
something more
See,
difficult.
here's the thing: is I had a feeling you would ask me a really hard question. This is the hardest question so far. Okay, the thing that I like about you the least, I will look you
And
in
I
the
can take it.
Yeah, I will look you in the eyes when you say it. Sometimes you don't know when to shut up, even when I tell you to shut up.
That's
you
true.
will keep gabbing, and I mean,
It's a curse.
I'm pretty sure everyone in all of our bands has multiple times been like, "Dude, like, shut up."
Yeah.
Probably me more than most of them.
You, because probably more time spent.
Well, and like I respect you enough to let you know, like, no,
That's true,
this
too.
this isn't
Yeah.
a good idea. Like,
I start seeing it now, like in personal conversations,
Yeah.
because of this whole podcast thing. It makes me crazy now.
Yeah.
Like it actually affects me knowing that I talk too much. I don't know if there's a fix.
no, there's not. I also know how to navigate around you though, so I feel like I would be the best person to ask that question.
Right. I got a feeling it was going to be something like that.
Yeah,
My mouth
no.
gets me in a lot of
No,
trouble.
and not only that, but like
At least I'm honest.
Yeah, and plus, like that, my answer affects you none.
No.
It doesn't like
You could have said anything, and I wouldn't have.
like when you killed that guy. I didn't like it when you killed that guy.
Listen, nobody knows. Okay, mine to you. We actually already brought it up.
Yeah. Oh, my openness or
No. You when you were talking about your dad, it's like you've grown out of it a lot, but your fear of kind of like moving through life and stuff, that whole thing, because you used to be detrimental. Like you would let it get in your way.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It would affect you. And I don't mean like it would piss me off. I mean like I wanted you to not have that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like life is cool.
Yeah.
And you can do cool shit. But you dad like in the old days, blah, blah, it was a whole thing. The Justin meltdown. Which your friends will know what that is. I'm not like shitting on you in any way.
No, absolutely not. No, and that's
But you've come a long way with that one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So if I had a least favorite thing, that would have been it. And sometimes you still have like moments, and I'm just like, it's just who he is.
Yeah.
How we can't fix some things. Like, I'll never shut up. It's literally why this exists.
Yeah, no, that went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to.
Okay, cool. I just didn't. If it was something like, honestly, if you'd have took the shot, I'd be like, damn, what is it?
What did I do wrong?
I must have did something. Well, you never know what you say sometimes that will hit someone in a certain way, and you don't even think nothing up, right?
They'll remember it forever.
Forever. Like your parents do it, the way something happens, and it's just people saying shit. They might not have even meant it. You might not have even understand the way they meant it, like the context of it. Because how you think about a thing and how I think about a thing, you know how it is.
Totally different. Yep. Oh, let's get
All right.
Hold on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to be the last 10. So I got 6 more pieces to eat. Fuck. I mean, yeah, I'm doing good. But
I think you could have fucking stuffed 100 in that gullet. I'm trying to think of the next one. I guess. Oh, damn, did I already ask that one? Yeah, I did. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3.
yeah, 2 more questions.
2 more questions?
Yeah, this is 60 right here.
Oh, so I wrote too many questions down. I didn't delete enough of them. Interesting. Well, we can just make it 8.
Sun chips in my car. Here's one I got.
Some sun chips. What flavor?
Sour cream, I think.
Okay.
That's a good flavor to eat,
right.
but no, there's definitely going to be a trip to the bathroom whenever this is done.
Like, well, gonna throw that back up?
No.
Oh.
No, just push room out. Do a...
Okay.
I was going to say something involving shit, but...
This one gets to me, so I'm wondering if it gets to you. In the natural order of things, the way life is supposed to go.
Yeah.
Not the way it just happens every now and then. Scale of 1 to 10. Does it get to you the realization of when your mom passes, you're next in line? Because it messes me up from there. When you lose a parent, it kind of like does things to your brain. It makes you think about things differently.
Absolutely.
And that one has crossed my mind a lot recently. And I'm just wondering if it affects you as well. And I hope that I didn't create a new fear.
No, you didn't. No, this is a thought I've had quite often. I wouldn't say frequently, like recently.
I don't mean like, oh, you're next, because I mean like you have an older brother. I mean like in the natural order, the kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Are you talking about like on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad does it scare me?
It can be anything. I was thinking more like on a scale of 1 to 10, does it actually affect you?
No, it 100% affects me. I would probably put it like in terms of like intensity level, 10 being high, 1 being low. I'd probably put it like a 6 if I'm being honest. Like I'm not
mid-level.
I am not scared of dying.
I'm not either.
I am scared of if I go, what's going to happen to the people that are still alive that I care about.
Yeah.
And it may be one of those things, I mean, like, obviously we have no idea.
Right.
Maybe I die and it's quiet.
I don't know.
It will be.
No, I'm talking about in terms of like impact on other people. Like when I got hurt, I mean, legitimately, that's the most outpouring of love.
I mean, clearly it would have it.
Right. But it's like, I didn't get that when my dad passed. You didn't get that when your dad, I mean, you didn't even make a post about your dad.
Later I did.
You know, later you did. But like, you know, lost dad, there was quite a bit of emotion poured out, but it's like,
I will say the only, sorry.
No,
See,
go ahead.
I
No,
go again.
go ahead.
The only reason I did is because my dad had all of my friends as well, and I simply could not, like in that time, reach out to everyone. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's like this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. It's like it's the easiest way to get it out to the most eyes.
I did make sure though everybody who needed to know knew first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like period.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say a 6 because, like I said, it doesn't scare me. And part of the survivor's guilt comes back whenever I think about, it's like, what if there's like a future complication from the accident that, like, you know, because you never know.
You don't.
Like, what if something happens and my neck fuses together?
Right. Or you get some weird blood clot and you lose a leg or some, you know.
Right. It's like, how's that going to affect Carrie? Mm-hmm. Like legit, and me and her were talking about just stuff this morning, and just especially this weekend being snowed in together.
Right.
We got to like really like hang out and talk about a couple of things that were not like, it wasn't like, oh, we needed it to happen to move forward with our relationship. It's just things we just never talked about really.
Things need to happen, and they happen in their own pace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we had a couple of conversations, and like I really love my wife. You know, I love my wife.
Absolutely.
Like, I won't shut up about her.
Right. You make posts about her and everything.
I literally do, and like she's
disgusting.
Like, well, people would just be like, "Do you ever get bored talking about your wife?" I'm like, I never could.
No, well,
I could literally.
there you go.
I could do a whole podcast where I'm just talking about how
Then life is good. You won the fucking lottery.
exactly. So
that's what it is.
That's why it goes down to a 6, is because the part that scares me involves her and my loved ones, but also like I understand my place in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
That was another thing her and I talked about. She's like, do you ever get scared that you're insignificant in the scope of the universe?
No.
I said, absolutely not. You can't. I mean, like, at least not to me.
I mean, my universe is my friends and my wife. So
exactly.
I don't give a fuck about the rest of the universe. It's
Exactly.
too big to give a shit.
Yeah.
So I do matter.
Yeah,
in the scale of,
it's like where does that threshold cross? Though it's like where it's like, I think I matter this much, but you know, you don't know how much you actually matter till after you're gone.
right. But also, we don't know that that's true either.
That's true. Yep.
So
we don't.
You know, this might be one of the most special places in the whole wide universe. We have no fucking clue.
Nope.
We're not there yet. So
Yeah, and we probably never will.
So us being here, doing this, and documenting everything, it might just actually mean something on the grand scale.
Yep.
The fuck would anyone know?
Exactly.
How would you?
Yep.
So you can choose to think it doesn't, or you can choose to be like, it all fucking matters, and fuck you for thinking the negative shit.
Right.
You know? You
That's-
don't have to be negative. It's a choice.
That helps me make, I feel like, better choices as an adult. It's just like, well, does it matter? Okay, maybe it doesn't matter. Will this do someone else some good though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm trying to be more altruistic in my time, giving it to other people and all that stuff. But also, like, the older I get, it's like, I mean, you've known me for a long time. There's not, other than after the accident, before then, I never really, like, I was always giving myself to, you know, other people. I mean, just like you do.
Sure.
It's like both of our times were spent with a lot of people, a lot of time.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm 24/7, not at home, probably where I should be.
That's something else I don't like about you, is you're overworking yourself.
Oh, I mean, that's my whole life, though.
Yeah, I
that's
know.
just like my entire existence.
That's the part that scares me.
I don't know how to stop.
That's what we've had this conversation out loud a handful of times. The moment you do is when I'm going to get nervous.
Yeah, that's when you should probably know it's all over. Yeah, I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just built into me, man.
Yeah.
I can't sit still. I go home, I'm like, oh, you know, like snow day, dude, come on. I mean, morning, Kaylee's still asleep. I'm outside. I'm shoveling the steps. I'm fucking, you know, I'm making sure the dog's like having fun. I'm like going out to my shed, making sure everything's still put away good, and like the crackheads didn't steal nothing. Like, you know, snow's a good one for that because you can just look for feet tracks. They stole my fucking rake again. Dirty little methed out fucks.
Broke mine.
Did they really?
No, we don't have any meth heads that live on our street. But no, I was using the rake to just get like the top layer of snow. Well, because we don't have a big shovel.
You got to get a shovel.
No, I know that's literally
Yeah. Even without snow, they're so fucking handy.
no that was whenever I broke it. It snapped, and Carrie looked outside. She goes, I mean, it's a big rake too,
yeah.
big plastic
Leaf
rake.
rake, yeah.
And I almost got done. I just wanted to rake off all the stuff near my tires.
Sure.
That's all I needed. And then like I got almost to the end, and I was just getting frustrated because it was cold. And then I hit the ground a little too hard, and
Especially cold plastic.
oh yeah,
Metal, always metal.
She came outside. She goes, "How the fuck did you do that?" And I was like, I'm like
We
sweating.
don't want to talk about
I'm
it.
sweating. I'm sweating in snow with like 8 layers on. I was like, is this really the time to be angry? And she was like, we just have to get another one. I was like, how much was that rake? And she's like,
They're like $30 probably.
yeah.
For the big one with
yeah.
the wide.
Yeah. No,
arms.
I mean, I think we might have even got ours for less. So
Sure.
grand scheme shit.
Right,
$30 for a rake.
It's fucking nothing. Oh,
shit.
just get a fucking rake and a shovel. You can get them for $60.
Yeah.
Huh?
Cheapest one is $4.98.
$4.98
$4.98.
for an old school rake.
Let me see.
I think he meant the big plastic one, but
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the old school one.
that's the original rake.
Yeah,
rake.
no, ours was like 3 times that. That's true.
The new. Have you not seen the new ones? They have like this big wide mouth.
It was
so you can
not
grab-
quite that. It was probably about like that.
So you can grab huge amounts of shit at once.
Right.
My buddy has one. It's so cool. Have you seen it? Oh, he's like, wow, something on Amazon, huh? All right, Red. Next question.
Wow.
We'll do
Wow.
two.
We'll do 2 more.
Yeah, we'll do them. I'll just go ahead and do 5, and then and then we'll do another 5. Okay. This is. Oh, I'm probably should be talking. I'm just watching Justin eat food.
Oh, sorry.
Not running out of steam. I just had a brain fart there. I'm trying to pick out which one. I only have 2 left, so I'm like, I think I know which one. All right. This one's about your grandma.
Which one?
The one that you always used to talk about.
Gammy.
Gammy. That's it. I was like, what did he call her? I know he had a special name for her.
Yeah, because my oldest cousin couldn't say grandma, so she said Gammy. Which I
Gammy.
actually found out Gammy is pretty common.
It's always the oldest, and it's usually always how they missay it.
Yep.
They start the trend.
Yeah, Gammy that's mine, and then maybe 3 other people I know actually call him Gammy, and they were like, oh, like all of our friends, like out of state friends, like, oh yeah, everybody calls their grandma Gammy. I was like,
Oh, well, okay.
literally no one I knew.
You're the only person I've ever known that did it. Mine were literally just grandma.
Yeah.
Mine were regular. Like, my parents were like, none of that shit.
Nana, maybe.
I had a nana. I did. Okay, that's true. My great grandmother, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
mine.
it was usually the one that was above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew all my great grandparents.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Except for my dad's grandfather, Fred. He died when my dad was young.
Yeah.
But I knew all the rest of them. So 3. It is weird, though. It is weird to know, like,
3 generations higher than you.
yeah, so many fucking people, and they're all dead. Anyway, I would say, what's something you wish you could show or tell her, like the life you've lived?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Carrie.
there. You go. That's what I knew. You'd
Easily.
say. I knew the
Easily.
answer already.
She would love Carrie
There you go.
so much. She'd be like, oh, you can cook for him? You won
Take
me
care
over.
of my baby.
You won me over immediately.
Yeah.
And that was mom's big thing too. Whenever, especially after we've been dating,
Carrie could actually cook.
there's 2 meals that I can think of. One of them was like a bake out of a bag, like with the chicken and vegetables. Like, normally if it's frozen, you
Are
can.
you talking about what you would do?
No, I'm saying like what? No, things that she's made.
Oh, I see.
Like it was one thing that was a frozen meal that we were just both like, this is kind of trash. And then there was her and I cannot do swordfish. We've tried baking it, we've tried frying it.
You tried it more than once? I mean, that's
Yeah.
See, that's crazy to me. Usually when I don't like something,
No, it's not
done here.
It's not that it's not flavorful. It's just because with fish you got to be
like the
careful about
texture.
the texture. Swordfish is a little bit tougher.
I don't know where that comes from in my brain. I used to eat fish all the time. Loved it when I was a kid.
And just stopped.
Bro, I cannot eat.
Is the fact that I'm doing this like bother you?
No.
Not even fish sticks?
No. It's the texture. I'm a texturized eater, and I don't know where it came from, but it didn't exist until I was like,
In your 20s maybe?
no. like young age, probably like 10, 12. That's when it really like revved up.
That's crazy.
I've had it forever because certain things like cheese. I used to hate cheese because it was gooey. It's a
Mouthfeel.
It's a mouthfeel problem.
Yeah.
And some things, literally, I will throw up if it feels weird. Truly. It's crazy. And people are like, you're such a picky eater. I was like, I'll throw up on the table if you want. It's a fucking...
To prove, you want me to prove it?
I don't want to be like, it's a condition, but I can't fucking help it.
Right.
You know, it's just something in my brain goes, get it out. Some of my relatives...
We don't like this.
However bitty, 100,000 years ago, ate some shit that was bad, and it popped up in my fucking DNA.
Right.
That's all it is.
I was like that with pecan pie for a while. But no.
I was too. I thought pecan pie was just mostly going to be like a nutty pie. I didn't have pecan pie for the first time till not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. 36 years old, had pecan pie for the first time, and I took a bite. I don't think Carrie hadn't had it either. We both took a bite. We're like, what the fuck have we been missing?
36 now?
No, I'm 37.
7 now.
37.
We're the old ones, Sam. Yeah.
Yeah. You hear that?
It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's the bus from the home.
God,
on the way to come pick you up.
40th birthday, if I'm still around. Yeah. Dude, we're going to...
Hello?
We got to do something fun. Should we do the roast? Should I start playing that now?
A 10-year afterwards, a posthumous roast?
But like you're 40. I mean, technically, I feel like 40's over the hill now. Ain't no one living to fucking 80 these days, bro.
No.
They say it's more people. Everybody I know, their parents all die in their 60s. Everybody.
Yeah, we can do a roast for my 40th.
Fuck yes, dude.
Like for real?
No, for real. Like we're getting a place.
Like
we're going all out.
I mean,
we're dressing up. We'll film the fucking thing.
The original idea was the back room at the Oyster Bar.
Yeah, fuck that. So much bigger. I have 3 years to make this happen. If you see what my idea for the show was, for the release show, we're going to top all of it. Yes.
All right, you guys heard it.
Yes, yes, yes. And everyone's going to be there. Yeah, dude. It's going to be sick.
And then it's, I hate that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's
and I'm going to
so-
make it ridiculous.
Yeah, he's going to go way
We got to
too
do
long.
a chair, a custom chair.
Kendall has an amphitheater.
Oh no, it'll be somewhere beautiful. I'll pick a great spot so everyone can like, wow, this place is awesome. And then
Just
we will
spend 2 to 3 hours just ripping on me.
well, we'll rip on everybody. Like a traditional roast.
Okay.
We'll have a panel and we'll have like a thing. God, see, that's one of those moments where it's like, I wish Jerry Cole was here. 'Cause
Oh God, he would
just
Well, he was down
love
for the
that.
idea when it was the first one.
I know.
It was
We all were.
he was like, whatever you need, I'll do it.
Unfortunately, he'll probably be the butt of a lot of jokes.
I'm cool with that.
All right. Last question.
Wait,
Eat
all
your
right.
5 sushis.
I'm gonna do these by hand.
Do it.
like a man.
Chug.
No, can't chuck sushi.
That's not with that attitude.
I was just about to say that. This
Do you want to do the last one? Do you want to do it? No,
Do it.
he hates spice. I don't want to pressure him too hard.
I am so weak when it comes to hot stuff.
Sam? No? You don't
Yeah,
want to
then
go
don't
get,
pressure me.
you don't want to go get one of them chips, me and you. I'll do it with you. Hell yeah, bitch.
Then y'all can do that while I'm taking a shit later.
That's fine. We're keeping the episode going. All right. Don't forget to shut that door good. All right. Here we go. Last one. It's kind of not the worst question. It's not really that sad. It's more of a reflective question. What you need, bud? You need a napkin?
No, I'm looking for I think Sam, my beanie, but it's not important right now.
That was your beanie? That black one?
No, the brown one.
Oh.
It's okay. We'll get it later.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
Reflective. Okay.
Basically, if you have any at all, which you already said you did, what is your biggest regret in life this far into life? What is one thing that you wish maybe you didn't do or you wish you had known or anything like that?
I wish I would have taken your advice and spent a little more time with Dad. There were a lot of questions that I was getting answered that I was asking. There were a couple that I really needed to know.
Right.
And I won't have that chance because
Right.
he and his sister are both gone. And then his brother, who's the one that's still alive, is unfortunately the one that no one fucking likes.
Right.
So,
That sucks.
yeah. Well, it is what it is.
It is.
I mean, that phrase it's a shitty phrase. I wish we could have a different way to approach stuff, but it just that's everything distilled down to a point is just saying it is what it is.
Right.
I hate saying it to people. I hate being told
But it is what it is. Because it is, in fact, what it is.
That is I think that might be my least favorite thing in the world is just hearing that.
Right. Well, because it's permanent.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I wished I asked him a little bit more questions about his life because he didn't talk about his dad that much. His dad was verbally and emotionally abusive, not physically or
But
sexually.
You wish you knew more, you know?
I wish I knew a little bit more. I wish that I wish I'd been able to talk to Dustin like for real, like have like a sit down with him one more time.
I kind of do too.
Because we
had lots of great conversations.
Because we talked to him hours before.
I wish I had known what that tick was. That's all I really care about.
Mm-hmm.
As far as it pertains to him, he made his choice.
Right.
And
it is what it is.
Right. So that doesn't really bother me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me angry, if anything. But that little thing, so moving forward, like, you know, if I could just talk to him one more time, I don't even think I'd be like, hey, I love you. I think, well, I would, but I think I'd be like, what is it? Because I need to know. I need to know. I have to know what that tick was.
What the?
Just put that on the ground. Don't drop it.
Oh, yeah.
That's for. Those aren't chips, Sam.
Oh.
Oh, the chips are in it.
Don't carry my chips.
It's a weird way to carry chips.
A very strange weird way to carry chips.
All right.
Yeah, that for Dustin talking to my.
I would encourage anyone to, if your parents are getting older, start asking questions.
Yeah,
I don't know how I had that foresight to do that, but there's only like 2 stories he didn't tell me, and I kind of figured some of it out.
Yeah,
because there were things left
that you had to deal with.
Or they call it post-mortem or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't have to deal with it because I chose not to.
Right. You don't have
but
to.
I don't know his why.
Mm-hmm.
Right? To quote our own lyrics.
Yeah.
So
that's hard.
I just left it alone. I threw it away and nobody knows but me. And it sucks, but
burden of knowledge.
Yeah. Sometimes it really is, because that one's going to go to the grave with me too, I think. I get it now.
Yeah.
Like that part, but I had to put it together for myself. I just wish I knew his version.
Gotcha.
You know.
Mm-hmm. That's hard.
It is.
It's very hard.
Stinks. Yeah. Well, anyway, we're moving out of the podcast space.
I just ate 70 pieces of sushi.
Dude, you crushed it. How full are you?
I'm pretty full.
So you could have shoved 30 more in there?
No. If we space it out and have more questions, then yes. Good thing. I mean, it's a good thing I only drank 1 can of water. But like, this is like here in probably just a few minutes, I'm gonna have to.
All right, stay there, Sam. Pull your chair up. Come on, we're doing it, dude.
Y'all go right ahead.
This is how we close it out.
I don't really do spicy stuff ever.
That's okay. You're part of the pod.
You're doing it today.
Sam works with us behind the scenes on Crashcast Pod very diligently.
Crashcast Overdrive.
Crashcast Overdrive. He manages and posts on that. You wouldn't believe the amount of views he has gotten us in weirder fashion. He's the only man tapped into a source of viewership that no one is fucking with. It's so wild, but it gets like millions of hits. It's just so insane. And I'm not going to tell his secrets, but
Google Maps.
okay, well.
He just did.
All right, no, wait, we just need the purest reaction. All right, these are the best chips in this bag.
Okay.
Choose your weapon.
Okay.
I'm going to do the thing. All right. Now, last dab it. Go ahead.
Oh.
That one?
Yeah.
All right. See, it's fresh, see? Nothing is open.
I don't want to do this. I can't chicken out, though.
It's fun.
Not to your tens of viewers.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I did it for 3 views. I did the whole thing. And it's still on Patreon. We did the whole Hot Ones challenge with nuggets. Oh, baby.
Oh, my God. I don't want to do this.
300,000 Scovilles right into
I can smell it. I can, even with my nose, I can smell it.
You can't smell sushi, but you can smell hot sauce.
I can smell it.
We're going to dink it, and then we're going to sink it, to quote Good Mythical Morning. As little or as much as you want. There you go. That's good. You don't have to kill yourself. Ready? Cheers, matey. Thanks for all the help, Bubba. Oh boy, it's immediate, isn't it?
We're witnessing a murder live on scene.
Oh yeah, Bubba. That shit'll take you to hell. It's good though. It's really flavorful.
I'm okay.
Sure you don't want to get in on this, Justin?
100%. That would put me in a state. You say that. You say that now.
It's kind of like a long.
Yeah.
It just kind of keeps coming.
I think that would be my issue. If it's like immediately hot and then it goes away, sure.
No.
The lingering is what.
It's a linger.
Yeah. Anytime I watch
Linger.
when they get to like 7 or 8, and it starts when they're like, oh, like here's where it ramps up. When it gets to them like that, I'm just like, these people are professionals.
It's still going.
It's like
It's like the path it took just kind of keeps going.
my jaw feels funny.
No, yeah. Within 2 bites, both of your faces immediately went flush.
Well, all right, that was fun.
Awesome.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Is there anything out there we need to let the world to know? This camera. Oh, dude, what'd I just do?
What'd you do?
That was on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
It's from a wick.
Oh, Wick.
Corey got doo-doo on his fingers. Live on pod, too.
Kurt's in here shitting. Kurt's not here.
Kurt's not even here and he's shitting
Kurt's
on
on
all of us.
tour.
I guess what I could promote is talk to your parents, talk to your friends.
Tell them you love them.
Tell them you love them.
Yep.
Learn some stuff. Try to do better as a person every single day. It's very hard.
It is hard.
Self-improvement is probably the hardest thing that you can do as a human being, especially in the type of society we live in.
I'd have a group of people that understand that around you. Some things take time.
Have people that are willing to be honest with each other and tell them what you don't like about them and what they don't like about you. Get all the feedback you can and use it to grow as a person.
Stay curious. All right, everybody. For the last time in the Studio A, we're going to call this one because it's
Studio
our
A.
first one. No, wait. This will be Studio B. This will be Studio B. All right. Well, thank you for listening. Peace. Totally stole that song from Justin.
I think my favorite part about that, though, is you're like, hey, do you have anything that we can use for the intro? I was like,